bet you, and I don't know, I got the person's name here. I could probably blot it out. It's from Goshen, Kentucky. I think this might be as big as this box is. The other bunch of those, I could be completely wrong. I didn't look through these because there's 8 packages in one day. I don't have time to look and go, well, this one, there's this number here. This means it's no, I have no idea. All right, so, there's more things at the top I need to cut loose. It's a big old box. And I think it might be what I just opened the other box, but I bought 2 different sets. Yep, it is. It's a whole bunch of these. And she took, what's it called? Like, I try to do offers. Number one, it quickly ends it, so you want to worry about the last minute somebody outbidding you. Like, you think you bid on something, and then 5 days later, nobody's interested in it. And the very last 5 seconds, somebody outbids you by 50 cents. That ticks me off. That makes me so mad when that happens. So I always try to do an offer for the things I want. And if they reject it, so be it. I mean, oh my gosh, this is a huge amount of stuff here. Wow. Okay. Folding the box lids in. So if you're like, what is he doing? What's that noise? I fold the lids in so I can put the stuff back in there. This is a massive amount. Okay, so those other figures, I got another one of the Buzz Lightyear kids. Okay, there's a lot to deconstruct here. First off, there's some of the stuff I can tell you it's not belongs to these. It was in the lot, but it didn't belong to these. So I got the same guy again. I might just give this to my neighbor for her kid. And there's a green version of him, and they're exactly the same. So there's no, other than the color difference, there's no hair color difference. I think there is a later version of him with a different hairstyle. It might actually be in this lot. But as far as the differences, the only difference here is the color. He might have came with a spaceship or something. All right, so that's like wave 1 of these. I'm just throwing them down there because there's too much, not enough room. Oh, you know what? I think this is tiny. I think he is the... No. This is the guy from Mars. I think his name is Mars Digger, which doesn't really make sense. Or maybe his name is Digger from Mars. I can't remember. Something with the word Digger in it. There is a mosquito hopping on my leg. All right. There's no articulation. Oh, there is. He's got monkey curl articulation. I hate that kind of... Ugh. So he's got monkey curl articulation, which is completely useless. It probably is used for his device he held onto. He has a T-crotch, and his head, if you want to call it head, is posable. He looks like the Thing's son. And if you didn't watch my previous video, I pretend like these, I've had these a long time ago. I got rid of them because they were too big. And what am I doing? I'm getting them again. So the reason is because they're so cool. I could sit here all day going, I wish they made them Imaginext size. Look, they're not going to. The thing's already passed. I don't think they're going to revive ever again. All right, let me save him for last because I want to talk about him a little bit. This is actually, I'm pretty sure, look at the size of the figure goes in there. This is actually, because when I saw the Superman version of this, I was like, oh my gosh, that's Imaginext. It made a noise. So he's missing his right arm. You know those walkie-talkies I have of the Power Rangers? There is a purpose for those now. I can chop off the right arm and put it on there. So this is the Imaginext police, mech. Let's see what else it makes. I was surprised there was any batteries in it. Okay. Well, so he's just missing an arm. This is definitely not part of the same series. And this isn't either. I did some research, and oh, he is missing a back leg. I just thought it was like hiding behind there. But this is part of the Imaginext line. I don't know exactly what part of it. I think that was like, maybe this came in a 2-pack, and this was like the bad guy, that was the good guy, the police versus the cops kind of thing. My suspicion is this thing walks. There's a button right here to turn it on and off. Well, hey, Midnight. I forgot she's in here. She's like excellent at hiding. Probably because her like camouflage fur. But you can see where you put an Imaginext dude in there. So I don't think it works, but let's push a button and see, and then let's flip the switch. Does it walk? Does it have to make... What do you have to do to make it walk? Well, the things move, obviously. I thought maybe it was one of those things where you roll the wheel on the bottom and it makes the legs look like they're walking. Because I don't think, as heavy as this thing is, I don't think those legs would hold it up. So it's more like, I think it looks more like a pseudo walker, like it would have wheels on the bottom, and as it rolls, these things would move up and down. But it doesn't seem to do that either. There's no wheels on the bottom, and they definitely move, but I don't know if they can move on their own kind of thing. There's only one button I'm aware of. Trying to see if I have to move something to make activation. Don't know. It's missing a leg, so I didn't know about that because she's like, look at the pictures. I'm looking at the pictures, and it's like this. You can't tell because it would be hiding behind it. I'm not going to complain too much. Here's a backpack for somebody. I don't know who. I couldn't tell you because I don't even know if it's any part of this line. I mean, oh, here's the Mars dude, his dog. He's got a little dog. It's got 1 point of articulation. Well, let's pretend like it's Buzz Lightyear's backpack. Maybe that's what the green guy came. I saw it on the side, but I didn't know what it was. Like who it was for, if it was a backpack, or if it was like a... Okay, it makes him sit down, though. I don't know if this is a backpack or if this looks more like it's a chair, but... Oh, you know what? It probably is. It probably is rides on an animal, like say there's a dog or a cat or whatever. This is probably this, like the, what is it called? Not a harness. There's also buttons that makes things that pop out. Saddle. My gosh, why can't I think of the word saddle? It's probably the saddle for an animal, and then that seat right there looks more like a Magic size. It's got handles down here, though. Or it could be something like this, where you, like a baby carrier. I don't know. That is curious, though. I'd like to find out what that goes to, because it doesn't seem to strap onto his back, and I don't know anybody else here. It has, like, if it straps on his back, it makes him sit down. And he won't fit in the seat because it's too, it won't fit that way. Maybe if it goes this way. Nah, I don't know what it goes to. I would suspect there's no markings on other than made in China 2219 OW, number 2 on the bottom. Yep, don't know. I do remember that some of these guys had monsters they rode on, so I'm going to put that to the side just so I can do some research on it. Here's one of my favorite characters. Well, let me get the other ones first. That's that guy I had in the Wave 1, except he's got a suit on now. Okay. And I kept calling him Tiny, but I don't think this is... No, it could be Tiny. Yeah, that's right. He is like a meteor. So this is like a later generation of him because he's got talking abilities, but he doesn't have any batteries, I bet. Although the other ones, I didn't think they had batteries, but he looks pretty cool. It's like a second... I was about to grab him out of there. He's not down here. He's in the other room already. I didn't think I'd actually get that lucky and get 2 of these packs back to back. Oh, here's some more of my favorites. I love the shooting star guy. Okay, so the shooting star, unfortunately, doesn't have that much articulation. He looks like he does, but he only has T-crotch, rotating head, and the arms go out and up and that way. I like the color that he has. It's like a very iridescent color. But he's a shooting star dude. He had a kind of like a skateboard kind of thing that he rode on. He's really one of the cooler ones. Another one of my favorites. I have several favorites here. The Neptune guy. I love it because he's got water in his head. Look at that. Do you see that? It's awesome. It reminds me of Slush from the New Adventures of He-Man, which was one of the only ones I had. Slush had. Back in the day, I loved... Well, and my little brother... Okay, seriously. Okay, so my little brother had Slush head, but I loved it. I ended up with it because he's like, you can have it. And he was like getting rid of stuff in his room. I was like, oh, okay. You're not going to have to ask me twice. All right, so these arms, I can't tell which one is the front. And I know that doesn't probably matter, but it'll drive me crazy. That's going to be on the back. All right, so yeah. I thought he had like little numbers up here, but he's got his 8 right here, which means he is the 8th planet from the sun. I love his translucent blue too. He is definitely one of my favorites. Here's one of my favorites. It is the Australian guy. I don't remember what he is exactly. I think he's a red giant. I think is what he's supposed to be because he looks like a rock, but I think he's a red giant. And he speaks Australian. Yeah, okay, so he doesn't work right now. But if he had batteries that worked, you push the button, and there were probably little button cell batteries. Yeah, he takes a bunch of button cell batteries. Crikey, mate. But he speaks Australian. He's really cool. And he has articulation in his armpit that you can make him turn his arm all the way around. And he's got hand articulation. He's got neck articulation. He's got this, it glows, it lights up when he talks. His feet are just, T-crotch, which for his size, he is the biggest. Yeah, he's bigger than the professor. He's definitely, well, I don't think he's bigger than the sun, although I could be wrong because he's a giant. And here's one of the professors. I don't know if it's Professor Black Hole or there's two Professor Black Holes. I think there's Professor Black Hole and Professor Quantum. I don't remember. I may have changed the names for my universe because the bigger guys are like, he's Professor Quantum, and one version of him in the purpler version looks more like, Zurg. And I pretend like they are like brothers or something, and one was a good one and one was a bad one, that kind of thing. So his articulation points, he's got arms that go all the way around. He's got hand articulation. See, he looks just like Zurg, except for his head, and that's an easy fix because it's just a sphere that's been painted and slight tooling. Easy fix. And even if, in my theory, the way I pretend in my universe is that they could have had him being in disguise, and if you look really closely, you can actually see Zurg's face in there, that kind of thing. So there's two different versions of him. Like the other one looks more like Zurg. His arms are really loose. He also has a button that you push to make sound effects, but that thing's been played out a long time ago. And yeah, these are the two electronic ones. So my question is, did you have any of these? I really do wish they made these. I wish Mattel would have said, hey, Imagine X is taken off. Why don't we make these into Imagine X figures? But they kind of just nixed the whole line. And I don't know exactly why. I don't know anything about these. I've never seen the cartoon. Every one of these came back in the day with a CD or DVD of the cartoon. I just never wanted to watch it because in my universe, I don't want it to be corrupted by their universe. So again, mine is Buzz Lightyear of Star Command Academy. This is secretly, although if I did pretend like it was Buzz Lightyear as a kid, that would have been like Emperor Zurg in disguise. Kind of like you ever seen Cusco's high school, whatever it is, and he's got to graduate in order to become king, and Ismay is the principal, and then the Kronk keeps on going, whoa, I did not see that coming. It's like going, every episode she reveals herself to Kronk, and she's like, Kronk, to the pool, the lever, and where she goes to do that, and he's like, what? You're the principal as well? She's like, yes, of course I am. And he doesn't remember. He keeps forgetting because he's stupid. And he's played by Patrick Wahlberg. That's awesome. So, yeah, these, I think, are fun, fantastic. A little too big, in my personal opinion. But I really miss having him. I'm so glad you're back in my life, buddy. He's one of my favorites. This guy's one of my favorites. And then the Star Guy's one of my favorites. And then he's just really cool. He does light up right here in his antenna. I don't know what the thing is of the antenna. I can't remember. Do they like communicate with each other? Like they can pick up, I don't know. Like the antenna's there to show you that this works with him somehow. Like a Furby, like you push the button and they go, there it's you again, Red Giant. That's right, mate. Blah, blah, blah. If they like know that like a chip's inside of them where they interact with each other. I don't remember. That's probably me just speculating. But he's definitely one of the coolest. He's too big to be a pocket pal, though. So it's like, I was about to say, I want to take him out on the beach. Oh, wait, he's too big to fit in my pocket. Maybe in the wintertime, buddy, because I wear more clothing in the wintertime on the beach. He could be really cool on the beach. I don't know if he could fit in my pocket, though. I might have to see if I can stretch my pocket a bit. But, yeah, he's really cool, too. I like his... He doesn't have an articulation. I wonder why. And then this guy has really good... That's my three favorites right there from this. Let me rearrange it. There's my three favorites from this. I'm trying to see if any other ones qualify as a fourth favorite, but not really. These are the three best ones. All right, comment below and let me know why, which one is your favorite and why is that the Red Giant? I'm just curious. Have a great day.